Welcome to today's Outlook. Today we will be going over Pound New Zealand and Euro New Zealand, Dollar CAD and Dollar Swiss, finishing on Euro Dollar and Euro. Okay, we're going to start with Pound New Zealand like we did yesterday, it being the main focus for me, mainly because of this swing point. We've come up. I like to trade swing points because I've trained my eye to sort of catch the reversal, so once price comes up, takes all this liquidity, and we usually get a nice run to the downside. Not always, of course, but that's what I'm on alert for. If we go out to the weekly, you can see this swing point come up, take it, and nice reaction off that. This swing point, come up, take it, nice little reaction. So yeah, that's what I've trained my eye to look for. What I was looking for was a break below last week's high and below Monday's high. So any swing point above that, i.e. this swing point or this one, you could put your stop behind. So once we got that close, sell, and was sort of aiming for Monday's low. So we'll see how far we get there, but just because I set a target at Monday's low does not mean I take profit at Monday's low. I don't want to cap profit potential. If it gets there, I'll maybe trail my stops, but I like holding out till Friday. So that was Pound New Zealand. It's going okay at the moment. Euro New Zealand, didn't get any entry where I want it over here, where we came up, and I was looking for a break back below last week's high, Monday's high. We got that. Identified this as the candle support and resistance. Needed to close below that, didn't get it, and in fact broke back above and went the other direction. So there's not much left to say on this, although levels that I will be looking at going forward, I'll be keeping on my charts anyway. So just this weekly level, resistance here, resistance. We seem to be breaking above that. Don't let that fool you. We seem to be breaking above here. Sell off, sell off. We broke above, sell off. So just where areas we sold off heavily before, I want to be involved in. So I want to be catching reversals of these moves. And yeah, just this could be one for next week. Nice solid move up, steady move up. And the most painful move for people in this trade, if people are buying this, most painful move right now is going to be to the downside, so that's what I'm looking for. It could be next week. Dollar CAD, all over the place. On the daily chart, it's a lot cleaner, but down in the H1, it's not a pretty sight. But this was the level I was looking to get back below. So this was last week. We had closed above it. Know me, I don't like to long into areas where we sold off heavily before. Here. So looks like we could be coming up for more stops before we turn. So yesterday I said you could see the H1 support and resistance. So resistance here, turn support, so a break below that. We didn't get it, so no trade. We have come up, took out these highs, and we're back below this weekly high. So I do maybe expect this to fall, but I'm not interested in it. Yeah, nothing that interests me in it, but always good to keep an eye on where we are and something to look at next week. Could just pivot off these highs and take out more, so we'll see. We'll see where we land on dollar CAD at the moment, and no place. Dollar Swiss, yesterday and the day before was bearish this, but couldn't really get any nice risk to reward. I was thinking of using the full Monday's range just because it's been so whippy. You can see here, so missed this move, but bias was correct. but that doesn't really mean anything if you can't catch the moves, but I'll go over it anyway. Weekly levels sold off here, here. It's quite choppy through here, but most recent support should turn to resistance. We come up, we hit it, and the most painful move for all this was to the downside. Tried to sell it last week, failed, and it just wasn't clean enough for me to get involved this week. But yeah, unfortunate, but that's trading, isn't it? EURUSD messy as well, but bias correct. And basically, if you go to the start of the week, we had sort of two levels that we were looking at, mainly this support and resistance level through here in the weekly. So I always draw my support and resistance levels from weekly, try and get most touches. Nothing's perfect really, is it? But we have support in here, support, resistance, turn support, come down, hit it. So I was just expecting a reaction. Doesn't mean you're going to get it, but I'm lying there waiting to see if I can get a reaction. Clear all this off. Last week didn't do anything. This week used Monday's high and the previous week's high as a sort of pivot area, if I can grab that. So it was a nice little support and resistance level, but this week, just with everything going on, price action was hard to read. So yeah, couldn't get involved in this either. Bias correct, but there we go. Pain. Euro pound, strange, so strange. On the daily, I was watching this most recent support and resistance. It is coming into heavier sort of resistance here, so we'll see if it can turn from there. But I was looking at a short play, basically because we had taken out previous week's high and we were below Monday's high, but we failed to get below, suppose, the higher time frame level, and couldn't just close below and get that sell off, and we just shot higher. Pound Swiss was waiting on a H1 close above previous week's levels, previous week's low, Monday's low. Was waiting for a close, didn't get it. You see how important waiting for the close is. Just spiked through it and went lower. So nothing really on the radar today. Kiwi possibly. We have previous week's low, we have Monday's low acting as nice support, turn to resistance. So if we can get a pullback into this area and then look to get along that up into previous Monday's levels, then that would be nice. There's just on the weekly, it's just these lows that have we buying in here before, so we bought heavily here, bought a little bit here. So there's no real support and resistance level that I can find that's clean. Maybe here, but we're coming into another one here, this low. So retest back above, and we'll play it by ear. So that's your lot for today. Be careful out there, conditions are not great, but always stay active and sort of keep that eye sharp to what you want to see, and always studying price action, and it should stand you in good stead. So any questions, just let me know. I wish you all the best for the rest of the day.